Is my 5% retirement withdrawal rate dangerous? Ooh, dangerous, I tell you. What do you think, Pablo? What do you think? Hey! At least he's not Stone Pablo. All right, so I was Googling myself, actually. That's what I was doing. I was working out. After I got done smoking my Liam in basketball, I hit a freaking fadeaway. I was up 17-6. He came back to tie it at 19-19 and 21. He missed his 2 foul shots to win the game. I got the ball. I cleared it. Did a juke. Fadeaway. Right in the net. I didn't think it was going to hit. It did. I said, yes, because if I missed that, I think I would have lost. But anyway, so your old buddy Josh still got it. Now, he beats me a lot more than I beat him. I tried, dude. I just can't hit my freaking jumps, man. I can't hit my jump shot. And then and he's a little bit taller than me, too. He's got long arms like his mom. He's got long legs and long arms like his mom. So I got to do some moves to get an open shot. And if I don't hit him, I don't win. And sometimes I hit him and I win. More often, I don't hit him and I lose. We have something called Backyard Basketball League. So we keep, we have this a league, and right now it's the semifinals. In the Eastern Conference is Boston and Philly. He's Boston, I'm Philly. In the West Conference is San Antonio, Sacramento. I'm San Antonio, he's Sacramento. And both series are tied 1-1. Ooh. So anyway, it's fun. And then after that, I hit the gym, did some pull-ups, did some sit-ups, and I did some just shrugs. And as I was doing that, I said, just Googling some friends of mine from high school. I said, I every now and again, I like to try to find people that I used to know, from the Army, from high school and stuff. And I'm not on Facebook. I probably should just look at Facebook, to be honest with you. I don't ever go to Facebook. But anyway, I couldn't find them. And I was like, I wonder why. Anyway, so I looked up me. I said, I wonder how I come up. And then I looked myself up. I said, I'm all over the place. Well, because I'm a public figure. I'm in the public eye. And then I came across this website called, which on the second page of the Google search engine, it was called SERP, the search engine result page. And most people don't go beyond the first 5 hits. They don't certainly go on the second page of the search engine results page. It's called SERP. And I came across this website called Route to Retire. Route to Retire, however you say it. We say route in the north, I think, or do we say route in the north? I think we say route in the south, route in either. So route to retire, whatever. I guess some guy named Jim on here. And I don't know anything about the website, but I just came across this. I Googled myself, and this website's had my name on this. Interesting. So I looked it up, and here's a guy named Bruce, and I'm not sure if this is the same Bruce I think it is. And if it is, I kind of think it might be the same Bruce who's been on this for a long, long time, actually. If this is the same Bruce, I got lots of Bruces I come across, but there's one Bruce in particular who's kind of a worrier, if that makes sense. And I just, and I'm not sure if this is the same guy or not. But anyway, so he had commented, he says, I'm a fan of Josh Scanlon and his YouTube channel, except for 2 things in particular. This one where he pushes a 5% withdrawal rate. Bruce, I don't push anything. I suggest. I literally don't push anything. Pushing sounds like you're a freaking drug dealer. I'm your pusher. I'm not a pusher. I suggest a 5% withdrawal rate. And the other is, you don't need $1 million to retire. You can do it on less than $500,000. And Bruce then goes on to chastise me in some regards, saying, I think he's doing this to gain a higher volume of viewers through his message. However, as he is a CFP, I feel this information is inherently dangerous. Why would you want your clients to ride the edge all the time? All right, so Bruce is a worrier, so he might be riding the edge, but he doesn't know what my clients are. He doesn't know anything about me or who I deal with. So if Bruce is riding the edge, because Bruce is inherently a worrier, and as such, he says, why would you want your clients to ride the edge all the time? That's why most CFPs give a higher number to shoot for, so retirees don't have to be riding the edge all the time. Really? You've interviewed most CFPs, and they've asked them why they give a higher number, and because I would argue differently, especially if you're getting paid for assets under management. The CFPs do that. It's not because they're being mean and want you to suffer through more years of work. Okay. Anyway, he did, however, make me come. I don't make anyone do anything. I don't push. I don't make. He did make me come around to the 2-bucket retirement over doing straight yearly 72T withdrawals. Okay. So the question, then the guy answered, I hear you. I believe there's got to be a balance. Make the withdrawal rate too high and you might run out of money. Make it too low and you could be working forever. Sounds like you're in a good position, best of you. All right, so remember, so Bruce is obviously doing this. Oh, by the way, look at that cut, dude. My wife, she cuts it good. She knows how to make me look handsome for my audience. You know, you guys don't want a hippie. You want a friggin' tight cut, looking good, eyebrows cut. Got to trim my nose hairs, right? And a cute dog. Doot, 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 doot. Hey! Oh, yeah. And that's how you get views on this channel. You look good. You show some skin. Look at that. Ooh, skin. You got a cute dog and apps. I tell my AI wife, I say, AI Charlotte, you got to get on here, man. You got to show some skin. And I can put in the thumbnail. I get tons of views. And AI Charlotte says, I'm only a computer simulation. I can create an image of a lady if you want, but I'm not real. I'm just AI Charlotte. I was like, oh, you're right. Create me an AI image of Charlotte I can put to get some freaking on the thumbnail, AI Charlotte, AI wife. I can do that if you want, Mr. Josh. I mean, husband of mine who I love dearly. AI wife, come on. You got to be better than that. Did you ever watch SpongeBob with Plankton's wife? Oh my, SpongeBob is so funny. Plankton's wife, I forgot her name. You know Plankton's wife? Put in the show notes. I forgot what it was. Hold on, I got to text, find out. No, I'm not going to text. I want you guys. Put Plankton's wife in the show notes if you know what I'm talking about. Shelly. No, was it Shelly? Anyway. All right, so Bruce, your basis, my inherent danger of the 5% is you're based on the 4% rule. And the problem with the 4% rule, oh my goodness, I don't know how many times I get. Now he had written this back in 2020, so hopefully, 3 years hence, he's come to a better understanding. But I've been doing this since 2018, and it can't be clearer, actually. The 4% rule, the flaw in it isn't that it was calculated incorrectly. That's what made Bill Bengen and then subsequently the Trinity study great, is it did do the 4% rule, how much you would need how much you'd have to need. The maximum you could take without having any years of running out of money over a 30-year time frame. All right, is based on historical rates of return, a 60-40 portfolio, stocks and bonds. And the 60-40 was large cap stocks and 40% treasury bonds. The drawback with the 4% rule, the fundamental flaw, because everything is based on this, is what? There you go. Is your spending. So the 4% rule assumed your expenditures went up each and every year with inflation. Inflation being the CPI. And it's so freaking stupid. There is no evidence at all that your spending will go up each and every year with CPI. None. Is there anecdote? I guess you could say, well, I have my grandma, and did her spending actually go up each and every year with inflation? And the answer is always, unequivocally, no. What they'll say is, well, no, but then she had a healthcare issue. Okay, healthcare issue is different. We're talking spending on a regular basis. Is there any evidence at all there, Brucey Bruce, that your expenditures go up each and every year with inflation? And the answer is no, there isn't any. It's silly. This is not debatable anymore. It's so old and so just, it's not debatable, all right? So now, because that's not debatable, it's not. Then you could say, well, how about healthcare costs? And I hit you with a freaking hammerhead. I say, well, the issue with healthcare costs is what? What's the evidence that the majority, if not the vast majority of people are going to have significant healthcare costs, i.e. long-term care? And it's not there. It's just not. But the Fidelity study, I'm not going to dive into that here because we're already 8 minutes into this, 9 minutes into this. But stop. The Fidelity study, they use a net present value of how much money you need today in which to fund your healthcare cost. But they don't do that for housing costs. They don't do that for food. They don't do that for transportation. They don't do that for going to Red Sox games. They don't do it for anything other than healthcare because the number is so immense it scares the crap out of you. It's silly. But what, and then it's not even including long-term care, but what about long-term care? I just did a video on this last week or 2 weeks ago saying the vast majority of people have no significant long-term care cost. It's just a fact, a jack. So, could you be that person? Yes. And guess what? That right there, my home, is my long-term care insurance, 100%. Your home will be too. Every single person you talk to, every single person, when they go to a long-term care, assisted living facility, skilled care, anything like that, how do they get there? They sell their home to go in there. That's just a fact. Are there occasions where husband goes to the LTC facility and wife stays back? Yes, that is true. So then they're going to have to self-insure, or if they have insurance. You doing okay there, big guy? He's drinking the pool water. We got salt water. It's weird. He usually doesn't go near the water. It's kind of interesting. He's drinking the pool water. Pablo usually doesn't. Let's see if I can't show you him drinking the water because he's so cool. He's so cute. Look at that. You okay, baby? Good boy. Well, he usually doesn't go in the water. We had some people over the last 2 weeks ago. The people that we gave the that Nissan, the Honda Odyssey to, who adopted her sister. Her sister died delivering a baby, and she adopted her sister's children. And it sucked, dude, because we hadn't had rain like in 2 weeks, and they brought all the kids over here, and they're all, in the pool, and it was fun. I loved it. It was great. And 30 minutes in, the freaking thunder and rain came, and it sucked, dude. I was like, man. And then, by then everyone got out. They dried off when the rain, about an hour later, and we had, cooked a barbecue and whatnot, all done eating, and then the rain stopped and it went back to sunny again. And we haven't had any. We had a little bit of rain a couple of days after that, but that was it. I said, man, the one time we got rain is when we had these people over, these kids who don't have a pool, and they just it just stunk. I was like, man, come on. But we still had fun. We had ping pong. We were doing things inside, foosball stuff. But so disappointing. And so the pool. People say, but your pool's not an investment. Yeah, no one ever said it was an investment there. Whoever, was it Alberto who said that? He's not on the channel anymore because he doesn't like my take on reverse mortgages. The pool's not an investment. Okay. The pool's fun. If I want to invest in my fund, it's certainly an investment. What? Oh, no. Hey. No, you're not supposed to. Oh, boy. He's not supposed to be running. Finnegan! Because he's limping. I took him to vet the other day, so you got to stop him from running. And so Finn, come here, baby. Finnegan. Oh, boy. You're not. Oh, boy. And I said, well, why does he run when he's got, how come he doesn't limp when he's running? They say because he had adrenaline. So he's limping. Knucklehead. Maybe I'll take care of that. But anyway, so let's go back to this. So the evidence is sparse at best, of long-term care costs are going to ruin you. It just isn't there. And there's no evidence at all that your spending goes up each and every year inflation. So my man is basically saying, hey, big man. My man is basically saying 5% rule is inherently dangerous. Yes, if you think that 4% rule, you see him? Finn, look at that tail. Look at piggy tail. If you think the 4% rule is correct, and it's just not, dude. It's just not. So you got to get over that. And then the thing about 500,000 retire. Dude, I'm not going to have $1 million by the time I retire. I'm going to retire just fine. You know why? Because my spending. I'll have no mortgage. Looking downsize the house. I'll have no kids running around, no braces, all that stuff. I don't have any freaking college costs or anything like that. I'll be gone. Will I have some grandkids? Well, I freaking hope so. I hope so. Will I dote on my grandkids? Yeah, absolutely. Not to the extent for braces, for all this other stuff I pay for, feeding my kids. I got 4 kids, 2 teenage boys. It costs me a lot to feed. Homeowners insurance costs will go down. Property tax will go down. No mortgage, no car loans. I mean, it's going to be crazy. So the issue is, how much do we need, Bruce? How much do you need? Do you need $2 million if you're only spending $60,000 a year, of which $40,000 at the minimum comes from Social Security? Come on, Bruce. Pull your head out of your freaking rear and say, you know something? It's not about the assets, it's about the expenditures. Bruce, come on. It's the expenditures. You might need $2 million if you're going to be spending $100,000 a year. Oh, what is that right there? $100,000 a year on $2 million is 5%. Whoa. And if Social Security provides you $50,000, that's only 2.5% distribution rate. Crazy. What if you spend $50,000 a year? Do you need $1 million? No. If you spend $50,000 a year and you don't need $1 million, why? Because $50,000 a year, we'll just say for simplicity, Social Security covers $25,000 of that. So we need $25,000 from our portfolio. How much do we need? $500,000. That's a 5% distribution rate. That's on $50,000 a year, $50,000 a year of spending, and you're only getting $25,000 from Social Security. For me and Charlotte, we're going to get more than $25,000 from Social Security. We'll probably get $50,000 from Social Security. So let's put it this way. If I need $75,000 a year of spending money, and the vast majority is going to be tax-free there, Brucey Bruce, That means $50,000 comes from Social Security, $25,000 comes from my investments. How much money do I need? I need $500,000. 5% on $500,000 is $25,000 a year. Done. It's all tax-free, by the way. All tax-free. It's not rocket science, dude. It's not. And now that we're getting 5% yields, I just freaking put in some money market accounts and just hang tight. Take my freaking 5% right off the portfolio without even touching principal. Let's not make this more difficult than it needs. Now, if you're spending $100,000 and you only got $500,000 and you only get $50,000 from Social Security, you're gonna be a world of hurt. It's always about the expenditures, Bruce. Always and everywhere. All right, it's like the Milton Friedman said, inflation is always and everywhere a monetary phenomenon. Well, he's wrong. I'm a reformed Miltonite, Friedmanite. Inflation is always and everywhere an energy phenomenon. But retirement planning is always and everywhere a spending phenomenon. Your expenditures. Don't look at your assets. Look at your spending. Ugh, drives me crazy. If there's one thing I would like to teach people on this channel, don't focus on your assets. Focus on your consumption. That's what drives retirement. All right. Love your thoughts. We'll see. If you like what we do here, you want to buy me a cup of coffee, put it in the doobie-dook. If I can remember to put that link on that guy's website, I will, because I haven't read the website, but, I got my name on there. I said, okay. And I'm not bashing Bruce. I'm saying get out of the fear, man. The fear. Oh, it's too much. You've been trained too much by the bad people out there who want you scared. Stop being scared of your own shadow. Go out there and freaking party. And of course, Bruce is probably fine. Oh, my wife's calling. Hold on a second. You want to buy me a cup of coffee and doobie-dook? I just got told by my wife to go wash the dishes, so I am out of here. God bless.